Expat life can be refreshing, exciting, and enriching. Few places capture this formula better than the jungle-framed city-state of Singapore. In a thronging nation of skyscrapers where temperatures rarely dip below 77 F. Yes. The Singapore expat population stood at 1.64 million as of June 2020, a figure that represents almost 29% of the nation's 5.69 million strong population, according to the Population in Brief 2020 report. With more than a quarter of its workforce hailing from overseas, Singapore is very much a city of expats, so it's perhaps no surprise that the COVID-19 pandemic coincided. According to the report, its non-resident population, which includes people holding work permits and international students, dropped by more than 35,000 between 2019 and 2020. Despite pandemic pressures, Singapore saw a surge of businesses and expats relocating from Hong Kong in 2020. Swapping political uncertainty for Singapore's shores has been a key priority for some, living prime Singaporean property in high demand. These demographics have a significant impact on expat life in Singapore, bringing international energy and some familiarity in a melting pot. You're likely to meet others from your home. Our insurance products can also help expats in Singapore find out more about who we cover and our plans. A former British colony, Singapore is rated one of the best economies for business in the world, which is why it is such a popular destination for expat workers from USA and UK. You will easily meet new friends here, and if you move with family, education is great. However, the downside is that the costs of renting and buying a property in Singapore is higher. It is also one of the safest countries in the world for expats. The cost of living can be high in Singapore. The Economist's Worldwide Cost of Living Report 2020 ranked this city as the world's fourth most expensive. Making sure your outgoings match up with your salary and expat relocation package is therefore often a key step. Expat life in Singapore comes at a cost, so making calculations can be an important step when traveling with family. How much money you'll need will depend on where you live, school fees and the cost of your commute, as well as healthcare and lifestyle factors. Some expats invest in global income protection insurance for added security. The main language in Singapore is Malay. This language serves a culturally symbolic role, although English is used in many day-to-day exchanges. You can also find classes run by government organizations such as People's Association. The high number of expats in Singapore gives life a fast pace, and there are plenty of opportunities to meet new people. Besides shopping on Orchard Road and enjoying the nightlife at Marina Bay, expats often join social clubs such as the American Association or the British Club to make connections. Settling into a new environment can take time, particularly in larger cities, which can feel isolating. Building connections can make all the difference to your experience of expat life in Singapore. But making the best of your experience requires some know-how. From understanding Singapore business culture to finding out what expats do for fun, here are some tips to make your experience as an expat in Singapore the best it can be. 1. Ensure you have all essential documents and visas in place before departure. 2. If you move with your kids, early application for school places is advisable. 3. Have up to 3 months' rent available upfront to secure a rental property. 4. Be aware that you have to submit and pay your own taxes biannually. Look at life insurance and health cover that reflect your location needs. 5. We have been supporting expats with international insurance for almost 30 years now. 6. Stay healthy. Immerse yourself in the culture and take language lessons. Singapore's expat communities tend to live in neighborhoods such as Shangborough. Nicknamed Singapore's Brooklyn due to its artsy side, and Holland Village, a well-connected district home to houses, which can seem rare in a nation where 80 of people live in high-rise government apartments. Single expats and couples sometimes prefer Tanjung Pagar, a place just outside the central business district known for its lively dining scene. Sentosa is best known for luxury expat housing, while Woodlands is especially popular with American expats. In Singapore, expats can get a fixed or variable rate mortgage for up to about 60 to 80 of the property value. The buyer normally funds the remainder from a central provident fund bank account. These form a key part of Singapore's social security system, but for expats it's likely that this sum will need to be paid in cash. There are rules about the types of properties foreign buyers can purchase in Singapore. HDB flats are off limits, for instance. This rule also eliminates expats from accessing the Home Protection Scheme. HPS, so global life insurance, can be a key safety net. Property comes at a premium in Singapore, where land is scarce. So although the cost of rent varies, it's usually a significant outgoing for expats. In general, it costs at least SGD 700 per month. Recent changes, such as the influx of expats from Hong Kong, may drive these figures up further. The Singapore Expats Forum is a useful resource for finding rentals and checking the latest rates. Except for serviced apartments, most rental accommodation is unfurnished, but often includes appliances. Because Singapore is a hub of industry and commerce, job opportunities are usually in abundance. That said, with so much global talent flowing into this region, competition for the top jobs can be fierce. That's why it's always best to agree a contract for a job before moving to Singapore. Typically, expats are already employed when they arrive in Singapore, but there's a chance your situation may change or you may be traveling with a partner who would like to find employment. To work on a dependent pass, you'll need a letter of consent from the Ministry of Manpower. Expats with a few years' experience in a professional occupation can expect to earn a good wage in Singapore. The average expat salary for a middle manager working in Singapore was SGD 119,927 in 2020, according to a study by ECA. However, expatriate benefits packages tend to be higher than this, totaling SGD 216,000, and pay varies considerably by role type, seniority, and sector. According to PaySchool research, the most popular occupations in Singapore are marketing executive, software engineer, and senior software engineer. The most popular industries for expats in Singapore are information technology services, banking, and education. Ultimately, if you are looking to grow your career while earning a good salary, Singapore could be the perfect place to do it. Singapore has universal healthcare, which is financed via a public statutory insurance system and government subsidies. However, temporary residents such as expats don't fall into this system. This means you'll likely need international health insurance to access Singapore's excellent healthcare. Living in Singapore in 2022 and beyond is an exciting and rewarding prospect. There's so much culture to be discovered, and plenty of money to be made, too. To truly make the most of it, make sure you do as much preparation as possible.